Hello! Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. We are off again to do our quests. So we are actually gonna go do everything in the order that Tataru basically told us to, which was go to Gridania, then Ul'dah, then Limsa Lominsa. Because I find that the easiest. Because I do realize that you could basically just go to all these whatever time you want. But I'm not gonna do that. I am going... Let's see, the amphitheater. Now, where exactly is the amphitheater? Hello. Please let me know. Oh boy. Okay, so we're gonna need to go to... Okay. We're gonna go to Old Gridania. And I'm gonna keep this map up so that I know where I'm going. Otherwise, I'll just get lost again. And nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. Alright, what is this? Incense and sensibility, so we're just gonna... right there. Wait. Okay. These quests I'm actually gonna leave because eventually I'm probably gonna, like, level up other classes, and so instead of, doing that stuff, I'm gonna just take these quests at a lower level and do these quests so that I can level up those classes without having to do, I don't know, like, other things. Did I not attune to this? I didn't attune to this? I can't believe you've done this. Alright, so we need to go over here. Alright. Let's listen to the speech.
I lost my son to the calamity.
The three seed seers are all together.
Some say you couldn't take a step without stumbling over a body. Our forebears were once strangers in the Twelveswood. Fearful of the green wrath, they hid themselves in the dark recesses of the earth. Yet they dreamed of basking in the dappled sunlight of the forest. Through great effort, they proved their worth to the elementals, and were granted a place beneath the boughs. So it was that Gridania was born, some 5 centuries ago. Working hand in hand, the Hyur and the Elysian settlers sowed the seeds of our civilization, and soon they were joined by folk of all races. So nourished by the waters of unity, and blessed by the light of the matron, Gridania flourished into the great nation it is today.
Do you see the Gridanian standard? There, hanging behind the Elder Seedseer. The entwined serpents represent the unity between Hyur and Elysian. An elegant symbol, do you not agree?
In accordance with the will of the elementals, we have embraced a life of peace. Alas, our neighbors have not always sought the same for themselves, nor for us. Though we Gridanians have no love for war, we have still less for those who would threaten our way of life. Ever have we fought to protect the sanctity of the Twelveswood. When the Garlean Empire brought its war of conquest to Eorzea, we rallied under the noble standard of the Twin Adder that we might push back the encroaching darkness. And it was we who prepared the ground for the reformation of the Eorzean Alliance, that all the peoples of this realm might stand united against the common threat. 5 years ago, the Alliance met the armies of the Empire upon the fields of Cartano. It would prove the bloodiest battle in recent memory. Countless Gridanian lives were lost. As Supreme Commander of the Order of the Twin Adder, ever shall I bear the weight of our people's sacrifice. Alas, their loss was not the only tragedy to befall us that day, for soon came the calamity. The scars borne by our forest are a constant reminder of its violence. Our lives have been irrevocably changed, each waking hour a struggle to survive. Driven to desperation, some among us have strayed from the path of righteousness, resorting to banditry, poaching, and other unconscionable deeds. To compound our woes, the Ixal have returned in force, emboldened by our suffering. They test our defenses nigh without cease, and prey upon the vulnerable. So beleaguered from within and without, it is of little wonder that our unity now falters. Dark times are upon us.
Time was a man could walk
pox
the
on that
high
bloody
roads without
Ixal.
fear.
On this day, 5 years ago, countless Eorzeans laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. Please join with me in honoring their memory.
And how do you propose to honor the memory of those you cannot remember, pray tell?
The destruction wrought by the calamity was indiscriminate. It dealt death to Eorzean and Garlean alike. Yet while we have labored to rebuild our homes, to rebuild our lives, the Empire has set about raising steel fortresses here in the Twelveswood. Let none be mistaken. The Garleans remain the greatest threat to our survival. If we are to stand against them, we must remember what it is to be united. Our many troubles blind us to the woes of our fellow man. Thence is harmony lost. Yet harmony is the founding principle of Gridania. We are gathered here to honor the fallen. Let them be honored not only in word and thought, but through concerted action. I bid you join hands with me once more beneath the Twin Adder standard. And together, let us heal the forest's wounds, that our progeny might live in harmony beneath these ancient boughs. For serenity, purity, and sanctity. We must think of the children!
Woods will be done.
It's up to us to protect the
Follow
forest.
the elementals!
If you'll permit me, Alfie no. And my sister, Alize, at your service. I saw at a glance that you were a fellow traveler. You might call us students of history, sampling the realm's remembrances in pursuit of enlightenment.
Interesting. If you guys don't know, these two were the what was it? In the very beginning, they were with us. They were also traveling with us. So it's good. It's wow. It's good to see them like doing good, I guess. Not sure, but the Gridanians are unfortunate enough to have to contend with the two beast tribes. The Ixal are questionable, the more troublesome, being of a naturally warlike disposition and want to summon their bloody, thirsty primal Garuda. The Sylphs, by contrast, are peaceful in nature, being mischievous rather than malevolent, and have long been on friendly terms with the Gridanians until recently, at least. Alas, they have grown aloof, a change observed in roughly the same. Oh my god, I cannot read. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm also slipping into an accent. I hate it. Um, but whatever. I'm gonna continue. It's my best attempt. Okay. I'm sorry. It's cringy. I know. Um, a change observed at roughly the same time they summoned the primal Ramu. Interesting. The Gridanians have no love for war, and they consider open conflict a last resort. Though they clash with the Ixal ever more regularly, you may be assured that they do so in self-defense. As for the Sylphs, they are as yet bound by a peace treaty, though one wonders how long it will be before it is broken. The Twelveswood was grievously wounded during the calamity, leaving Gridania vulnerable to attack. The people are hopeful that restoring the wood, and thereby the power of the elementals, will put an end to their woes. Yet how long will that take? Centuries, I'd wager. Meanwhile, the Ixal will continue their excursions, spurred on by Garuda and her insatiable appetite for destruction. Whether the Gridanians like it or not, sooner or later it will all come to an all-out war, and when it does, the Order of the Twin Adder will need all the help it can muster. How valuable might the aid of a capable adventurer prove to them then? Well, we'll find out. Nice talking to you two. Or at least one of them. That is interesting what Alize, the sister, said in that how can you basically like remember somebody if you can't even remember their names, which is very interesting to me. Alright, let's go to Olda now and listen to Raban. Hopefully we see Nanamo! I love her! She's so cute! I would love to see Nanamo again, but who knows. Maybe we'll see Nanamo, maybe we won't. Who knows? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Whoop. Oh, dang it. Wrong way again! It's this way. Okay. I'm going the wrong way again. I hate my life. It's this way. We have to go to the Puglist Guild. And then continue out. Oops, wrong way. This way. Is it not this way? I'm being a big dumbo. Can we actually not? I'm dumb. Hey, yeah, excuse me while I make myself an even bigger fool than I already was. I hate myself sometimes. By sometimes, I mean all the time. Oh boy. Let's go. Wait. Is it the Chamber of Rule? Wait, hold on. Ah! clicked on it anyways. I meant to exit. Oh, we're fine. We're fine. It is exactly where I need to go. Okay, good. Oh, I thought I messed up for a second. That would have been so unbelievably bad. All right. We shall listen to Ulda now. Ah!
'Tis the Sultana Nanamo herself!
And Roban as well.
Hark you, souls of flame, drawn to the bosom of the desert, where the fire burns brightest and shall rage forevermore. Hurrah! Rauban! Where since antiquity, under the sage and judicious rule of the Ul dynasty, we have wrought sand into gold, where by the grace and glory of Nalthal have our brave sons and daughters flourished and prospered. I speak of Ulda!
There, at the Flame General's back flies the Grand Company's standard. Note the sigil. The golden scales of order balance the jewel of prosperity with the flame of might.
Great and many are the gifts our nation has given the realm. In Eorzea's darkest hour, on the killing fields of Cartano, none spent more in blood and gold than we. Thus was the 7th Imperial Legion laid low.
So that's how it happened. How soon history forgets.
Yet many left our gates, never to return. Let us pray for our absent brothers and sisters, that they might know happiness in the great beyond, as Thal's honored guests. If the fates were fair, the price we paid that day would have bought us victory. Alas, they are not. And now, but 5 years into this 7th Umbral era, the spirit of sacrifice which granted us our strength is all but dead. Look around you. What do you see? A people divided, downtrodden and enthralled. Where are the merciful alms of the rich? Where is the just steel of the righteous? I ask you, is this the great nation our brothers and sisters gave their lives to save? You who call this living, dishonor the name of the immortal flames. It is but a slow death. Our enemies surround us. The savage hordes of the Amalja wait beside our roads, strangling the lifelines of trade. Meanwhile, the Garleans make mock of our borders and despoil our land of its natural wealth. We stand on a precipice, yet we do not act. Whether trader or soldier, monetarist or royalist, all must recognize that a divided Ulda stands to fall. Victory and fortune walk hand in hand. Ye who seek glory and wealth, look not to what little you can snatch from your neighbor, but to the boundless wealth of the world beyond. Now is the time to unite. Now is the time to ride forth. In the name of the Sultana, I beseech you. Line not your own coffers, but those of the immortal flames. Seek not to prosper from Ulda, but to restore her to prosperity. As the realm prospers, so shall Ulda. As Ulda prospers, so shall her people.
Ya for Ulda!
Together we are one.
Your grace.
Rauban? People of Ulda, I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, address you. Much has been made of the wealth of Ul'dah. Yet those who measure that wealth in coins and carats are gravely deceived. For the true wealth of Ul'dah lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. Beloved subjects, I bid you raise aloft the torch of Ul'dah, that her flames might serve as a beacon for all Eorzea to see.
Long live Nanamo!
Glory to the Sultana!
For victory and fortune, stride fearless into the Inferno, for we are, by fire, reborn! Forsooth?
The time is now!
I
Fancy meeting you again.
Huh. Ooh. Boy, that one guy's voice almost made me crack up during the recording, and I was like, hold it together, Larry, you can't laugh. This is a, what was it? It has voice acting in it. It's a voice cutscene. You can't do anything. But wow, Alphanod. Yeah, fancy meeting you here. Oh boy. The Oldens have a long history of conflict. Oh my god. Hold on. I just need a second. How to take a drink. The Oldens have a long history of conflict with the Amalja, the beast tribe that worships the primal Ifrit. Judging by your look of distaste, I take it you have encountered them. In more ways than one? Yeah? The Oldens do not shy from confrontation. If aught threatens their precious prosperity, they will seek to crush it. So have they dealt with Ifrit thus far, smothering his flames each time he is stoked to life. Yet he is but one of several problems. Though they have been quiet these past 5 years, the Gallians have not gone away. Meanwhile, refugees continue to arrive in droves, and Ul'dah has no clear policy on how to deal with them. After all, not even the Sultanate's coffers are bottomless, and even assuming they had the coin, resources will ever be finite. Which brings me back to the subject of Ifrit. It has been observed that the Amalja are summoning him with ever-increasing frequency. Tell me about it. Every time they do so, the Oldens send their forces to smite the primal, and though they invariably succeed, each victory is bought with blood. It is a war of attrition, which they cannot well sustain. Small wonder, then, that the Immortal Flames are eager to recruit more members. At such a desperate hour, an adventurer of your experience would be a most welcome addition to the ranks. Oh my god. For their sake, I hope the Flame General's words struck a chord with you. You can't just say stuff like that, because now I'm like, at first I was like, oh man, I kind of want to choose Gridania, and then now it's like, I kind of want to choose Ul'dah. Watch, when I go to Limsa Lominsa, I'm gonna be like, well, now I kind of want, to go with Limsa Lominsa. Goodness. Alright, hold on, I gotta double check where exactly we need to go. I forget where exactly this place is. Okay. This is the lower docks. Okay. I'm actually gonna go to the airship because flying to Limsa Lominsa is where exactly is the airship again? Okay. Yeah, anyways, flying there via airship is a lot less costly than just teleporting. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna airship our way up. I'm sorry if you hear background noise, by the way. That's the, this is our way. That's the garbage disposal truck that comes through. Oh, we're not level 26 yet either. Rip. Yeah. Let's go to the airship. Okay. Yeah, I saw that guy right there and I was like, hello? Alright, we're gonna go to Limsa. Yep, see 120 versus like the 400 something we would have spent on teleporting. Blick. I swear to God, I'm gonna go to Limsa and I hear it and I'm gonna be like, I wanna join Limsa now, and I'm gonna strangle myself, basically. Oh wow, it's very foggy and dark. Uh-oh. I don't like that. Cool. Alright. Now is that the drowning wench or the bulwark hall? Let me check my map. It is, let's see. This is bulwark hall, okay. Here to attend the Remembrance service. Be quick, the Admiral is due to give her address at any moment. Yeah, little do you know.
The Garleans are another matter altogether.
So much for our alliance.
It's sunk beyond the seabed.
Brothers and sisters of the sea, hearken unto me. Look upon this, our mighty crimson standard, and tell me your hearts do not swell with pride. "700 summers have come and gone since our forefathers first ran aground in this fertile bay. In that time, guided by the Mother of Oceans, Limsa Lominsa has grown from humble fishing village to uncontested ruler of the 5 seas and beyond.
Did you look as the Admiral bid you? It is a rather stirring standard, I must say. The crimson field is meant to signify the blood of fallen crewmates, while the black longship represents a pirate vessel.
When the Garlean Empire marched upon Eorzea, we assembled beneath the Maelstrom standard, and our grand company was reborn. All answered the call, from the Knights of the Barracuda to Hilthier's bloody executioners, and together we met our would-be conquerors upon the field of Cartano. That day, the world bore witness to the united strength of Limsa Lominsa. I swear to you no army ever fought harder or with more courage, yet many of ours did not survive. Join me now in remembering those who fought in the name of freedom and fell. May their souls be returned to the sea.
Freedom. Yes, they have always been rather fond of their freedom. Much as the beast tribes have. Small wonder. Beneath the surface, one would struggle to tell them apart.
It has been 5 long years since the calamity struck. 5 long years of tireless rebuilding. Yet still the wounds of the calamity fester and weep. But when I stand atop the mizzenmast and gaze out upon our battered and broken vessel, I see an undying spirit. Did we not build all this from the wreck of the Galadian all those centuries ago? Shall we not do so again? Yet there are those who would see this ship of ours sink beneath the waves of the restless Rotano. The Sahagin creep ashore seeking blood for their accursed god.
Those fishback
The Sahagin
bastards.
have risen?
While the mines of Ogomero spew forth kobolds who push ever south, despoiling our lands as they go. These savage beast tribes will be the first waves to crash against our creaking hull. And behind them swells the grim tide of the Garlean Empire. Even now the curs fly their flags within our borders. Doubt not, but that they will be upon us ere long. We are well nigh surrounded. Yet there are those among us who would rather turn their swords against their crewmates than our cannons against our foes. How can we hope to repel our many enemies when mutiny breeds below deck? There is but one course left to us. One bearing that will bring us victory over the beast hordes and the Empire both, and see this ship safe to port. We must mend the rift the Calamity has reopened twixt pirate and maelstrom, and stand fast with our adventurer brothers against the coming tempest. Mark ye well, a crew without unity is no crew at all. 'Tis but a mass of drowned men. To me, then, brothers and sisters of the sea, gather beneath the undying crimson standard, and pledge me your strength, your skill, your wisdom. And with the guidance of the navigator, this great vessel of ours shall ride the waves, till sea swallows all!
Long live the Admiral!
Admiral Melvin!
Gather the lads!
Oh, where's me cutlass?
I'll follow ye to the seven hells, Admiral!
Fancy meeting you again.
I like how they always start off with that, just fancy meeting you again. And it's like, okay, listen, we're going to the same things, you should expect me this time. But, God, the Maelstrom has pirates and ships and stuff, and I love pirates and ships and all that stuff. Oh no. I'm gonna have a hard time choosing. I mean, I could always, you know, change if I really wanted to. So, but as the Admiral mentioned in her address, Limsa Luminsa is plagued by two beast tribes. The first are the fish-like Sahagin, worshippers of the primal Leviathan. Oh boy. The second are the kobolds, who dwell beneath the earth and take the primal Titan for their god. As if the beast tribe's presence weren't troublesome enough, the Gallians have also chosen to erect a fortress right in the Luminsans' backyard. And that is to say naught of their internal strife. As a nation of pirates, there is no end to the blood feuds between the various factions, and while they fight amongst themselves, the Gallians whet their blades and watch. If the Luminsans ought to have any hope of withstanding the Empire, they must resolve their own affairs. Differences must be set aside and the primal threat dealt with once and for all. To this end, I expect that they will soon take decisive action against the beast tribes. Mark my words, the Maelstrom Standard will be drenched a deeper shade of crimson ere long. That a capable adventurer like you would be a valuable addition to their crew is beyond question. Man, I'm really stuck between Gridania and Ulda. Limsa Luminsa is cool, but I don't think I'll be joining Limsa Luminsa. Atelios, this is Minfilia. You are well, I hope? Would I be correct in thinking that the final Remembrance service is now concluded? A moment ago, you say? What a coincidence! Jesting aside, I trust you remember our guests from the Grand Companies. Well, delighted though they are to have we are though we are to have them here at the Waking Sands, it would not do to keep them in suspense any longer than necessary. In short, hurry back. Mephile's just like, hey, yeah, I hope I haven't forgotten about them because we really want them out of here. Like, get them out. They've been sitting here for like days. Yeah, alright. We need to go back. What is the quickest course of action? Hold on, I think we have to teleport to Horizon. Yep. Once more to Horizon. Oh boy. Ah shit. Here we go again. I'm sorry if you hear a lot of noise. I'm trying to drink. Gotta keep the threat moist. For dialogue reasons. And not anything else, obviously. I can't wait for like new cosmetics and stuff, or just mounts or anything to come out. Cause listen, I'm a sucker, and I would literally spend $100-something on a game for just purely cosmetic reasons. I did so in League of Legends. I mean, it's not the same, obviously, cause League is more of like a. Well, I mean, it is technically a. Well, would you even classify it as an MMORPG? I don't think so. But regardless, it's a game with cosmetics that changes the appearance of your character. And yes, I've spent over 100 because there's a thing that lets you see how much money you spent in the game. And let me tell you, I've spent more than 100, almost I think $1,000 on that game solely on cosmetics. Not even like any like boosts or anything, just purely cosmetics. And I hate myself because that's how you rope me into a game. Have nice cosmetics, and I will go hog wild. There's like no debating it. I will go hog wild for cosmetics. Good cosmetics too, not some like, I mean swimsuits and stuff are nice, but like listen, if you can give me something like this, like good looking gear, like what my character's wearing now, like good looking gear, not just like, you know, half naked people, even though those are wonderful on its in its own like reasons and stuff, obviously, but give me good looking gear and I am set for life 100%. That's how you steal my money. That's how you steal my money. Alright. I don't know. I kind of want Gridania, but then like what Alphanod said about the about Ulda. I mean, let's talk to Mephilia first. Welcome back, Atelios. Were the Grand Company leader's words as illuminating as you had hoped? Aye, each nation is beset with problems. I trust you see now why your services are in such demand. Would that there were more of you, Atelios. But you must be tired from your journey. Why don't you rest a while and take a moment to reflect on your decision? Once your mind is made up, pray give the Grand Company officers your answer.
The gods only know what grand company our adventurer friend will keep. The wheels of change are in motion regardless.
Brother, are you certain this course is best?
Whatever do you mean, dear sister?
The so-called Remembrance ceremonies were little more than standard waving rallies. As though the Calamity and Seventh Umbral era warranted scarcely a mention.
Well, of course they were standard waving rallies. Since you are so observant, mayhap you noticed what mention was made of the Warriors of Light? None. I suppose they must have forgotten the heroes who spared Eorzea a fate worse than the Calamity? No, dear Alize, they haven't forgotten these details. They have elected to omit them. Deep are the wounds the Calamity inflicted upon Eorzea. So deep, in fact, that the realm still bleeds. Needless to say, the beast tribes and their primals do little to alleviate the pain. So, the task of salving Eorzea's wounds falls to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, with a little help from our friends, the Grand Companies. Remembrance will yield no remedy. If our world is to heal, we must put the horrors of the Calamity behind us.
Our grandfather would never entrust the fate of the realm to despots who rewrite history to their convenience. There must be another way to cure what ails this world, and I mean to find it.
You are most welcome to try. Our paths may differ, but our destination is the same. In time, I dare say we will see eye to eye.
I should hope so.
My lady!
We are to escort you!
Hope does not come into it. We share the burden of this fate, dear sister, and will prevail together or not at all. The salve will serve not only to close up our present wounds, but prevent old ones from opening anew.
God. I'm not ready to choose a freaking Grand Company. What's this? Oh, it's like fired too, but AoE. Yikes. Alright. Is there anything else? This, but I like what we have so far, honestly. I like my character. Oh! Wait, where's the... Where is it? Oh, there you go. This thing, right? Yep. Okay. Wait. It says Wait, what? Why is this one recommended? Interesting. I know why this is. But I don't... Oh! I see. This one. There you go. Okay. I was like, what do you want me to do? Because like this ring is clearly better than this one. And then I realized, oh right, you could equip 2 kinds of rings. I like how the rings are different. That's cool. That's interesting. Alright, is that all that we gained? I should believe so. Yep. Alright. Well, now the deal with this is... Oh man, I don't know exactly which one to choose because it's a little bit difficult because, you know, I feel like if I choose Gridani, I'm letting down, like, Roban and, like, Ulda, basically. But then if I join Ulda, it's like Brigadia, you know? For me, I think... I could stand here and just, like, try and decide which one of these people I'm gonna choose. Like, I could stay here all day and try and debate with myself, but I'm gonna do what my character would. And what would Atelios choose? Who? Definitely not Limsa Lominsa, like 100%. But for his story, his whole backstory and all that jazz, backstory reasons, I'm gonna go with Gridania. And I am so sorry, because I feel so guilty and bad for like not choosing Ulda. But I'm gonna go with what my heart basically is telling me. And let's go with Gridania. Ah, I take it the Elder Seer's words have touched your heart. Have you resolved to entwine your destiny with that of the Twin Adder? Hey guys, by the way, if I feel super guilty, I can always change to Ulda, so... You've chosen wisely, my friend. The Elder Seer will be overjoyed. Without further ado, let us speak of practical matters. In order to complete the enrollment procedure, you must report to our headquarters in Gridania, the Adder's Nest. Let's see what I can get from this. Oh boy. All classes. Oh, that's a little bit bad. I can't even wear that. The building you seek stands in the southern part of the city, now called New Gridania. Give your name to the personal officer there, and he will guide you through the formalities. I have no doubt, but your deeds will be. Blah, 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 blah. I have no doubt, but that your deeds will bring great honor to our order. When next we meet in Gridania, I shall be proud to call you brother. I feel so guilty. Can I talk to them still, anyways? Oh no, they have dialogue. No! I'm so sad. I get so emotional. What's this? You mean to take up the adders? But did the awe-inspiring figure of General Raban not stir you? He did, but like... he can seem a trifle intimidating, but I'm sure you'd warm up to him given time. If your mind is made up, then there is no help for it. Yet know that, like the tide, men's hearts are apt to change. If and when yours does, you may be certain of a warm welcome from us. I shall send word to the Adder's Nest so that our people know to expect you. Give your name to the personal officer, and he will guide you through the formalities. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I like Gridania. I really do. Which, God, I'm so sad now. Anyways, I'll end the episode on that terrible note. I can't even look at that. I'm too sad. But yeah, I'm gonna end this episode off on that very emotional tangent from me. Like always, take care. Be safe.